It's Tuesday morning, drizzling. I feel awful. I've been fighting a cold for the last, 3 or 4 days. Well, it proper bit me this morning. No energy whatsoever. Had an extra hour or two in bed. Still feel dreadful. Just coming out now, see what everyone's up to. I just texted the lads and said I need some sleep and they crack on. So looks like Morgan's been getting this ready for tomorrow, the funeral. Rob's got the sucker blower set up, so he's going underneath the floors because over time bits of chip fall through and then it kind of blocks the airflow from underneath. So he turns the fan off, fires this up that tube and then pushes it underneath and hoovers it out, and then it exhausts it into here and then it'll go back through the boiler. But it's a bit of a slow job because it's quite heavily compacted. This is the handle off the drill that was bent handrail. That's all welded up. It just wants a bit of paint on it, and then next time he folds the drill out, you can bolt it on easier. The draining rods that were pushing the pipe underneath are a bit flimsy. There needs to be something either telescopic or that takes apart. We've got this old ruler. We're going to see if we can use that. Yeah, they're just buckling, especially because of the warp. So we cable tie that to it, that might work better. Seems to be working out. We know how far we've gone. Judging by the dust, it's definitely working. Dad's back with the parts for this, so I'm going to lift the reel up, put the stops in, and then we can change them retractable fingers. This goes in there, stops it dropping down on you. These have a shear point so they always snap in the right place, and then it's like a cam holds them in.
There's the hole for this one. There's a hole there.
Yeah.
Fat hands out there.
Then it just taps in and glocks. Inside this is a shaft that's off centre, so as the auger turns it's held at the backs, the front, say, so that they stick out. But as the auger then turns to the back, they're not as long then, so then they retract in. Like an offset cam. That clips in, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you just flip that metal clip over.
Yeah. You need to line up with the
flat on it.
yeah. So we'll line that up.
It's not the easiest of jobs, is it, to be fair? It's like an over-centre clip, but it's a bit awkward getting your hands in. You have to line that notch up, so we've drawn with a marker pen so we can see from the outside where to twist it to. That's the header sorted. John's going to give it a quick swill off. I mean, combine should have dust on them, not mud. But like, it looks like the quad track, you know, it's just, it looks like the tracks on that spud harvester the other day. It's just, what is going on with this weather? These seasons. Eddie's here from Pembrokeshire and he's just saying that there was only one. Was it the Raymonds at 1200 then? Yeah, the Raymonds. So Mary, that used to be NFU president, they used to have a 1200 and he wasn't sure if this is the one because it came out of Pembrokeshire. He was saying it was silage one day and there's a lad on it, and because the back end was so light, he tipped the trailer, the silaging, and as it tipped back, the weight went to the back of the trailer, picked the tractor up and he shot off forwards and got out shaking. Yeah, like a normal tractor's probably got a bit more weight on the back than a massive 1200. So we can't find a reg on it, so we don't know whether it is the one. And I do think it's been in a boatyard as well. But yeah, we need to get a college keen to do that up, I think, and restore it to its former glory. I've not felt that good at all today, so actually went back to bed for a few hours. Feel a little bit better now, I've had some more sleep. Amazon man's bought the purple ribbon from the tractor. Morgan's gone home on it after washing it. Give it a final swill when he gets home because I've got like a cough sweet. Final swill when he gets home because the roads are wet, it'll just look all dirty. Anyway, that is the problem with black tractors. They do show the dirt very well. Sorry, my dad was looking for that pallet fork, but it's there, it's bent. Yeah, so that's sorted. John's washed the combine off. Go and find that, see what that looks like. See how well that looks. Rob's obviously been hoovering with that. We've got that ruler, the telescopic ruler. Made a massive difference because he could angle it then and push it in the right place. The draining rods were just buckling, and because it's warm in there and they were plastic, they're designed to be flexible, aren't they, to go around bends and drains, so they were just terrible. Whereas the ruler is designed to be dead straight, so it meant he could angle it a bit better and hoover it all out, because it's just proper choked up, as you could see before, and it's not getting the airflow. So the chip has been drying quite slowly because the hot air can't go through it to carry the moisture out. Right, let's find the combine. The header is a lot cleaner than it was. John's changed a couple of them plastic things as well. That some of them are wearing quite thin. And obviously Morgan did them tines before, so that's all good. We'd normally be putting this away now and wouldn't have it out till next year, but people keep ringing us up going, oh, we're behind, can you give us a lift? So he's been on with seeing if he can travel. Oop, here comes the rain again. Can you hear that? Bouncing down again. Trees have disappeared at the other end of the yard. There's the combine. So if we turn the lights on, it's going a bit dark. I don't know if you'll see in there actually. You can find the light switch over here. Right, there it is now, a lot shinier. Sorry. It's where everyone puts in the comments, bless you. Yeah, it was absolutely covered in mud. The track units were like all built up in the top. I know it's got a bit left in because it's been driving around the yard, but it's definitely a lot cleaner than it was, and no point in doing it too much because it's going to be working in some pretty bad conditions if we get it out at the end of the week again for people. But looks a little bit more presentable than it did. It was pretty unshiny, I suppose is the word. But it would be nice to park it up for the year and just know that harvest over for everyone. Put my hood up. If only I had an agri umbrella, which will look like this. And Ian has added them to the website today. So I think they're available now for like a pre-order. Annoyingly, the postage, they're not the easiest thing to post because they're so big. It's all to do with the length of them. They're not standard. You can't standard Royal Mail send them. So it does make them a little bit more expensive than we'd have liked. But yeah, we've chosen the better quality ones. This is in. This hasn't moved for a few days. Too wet to do any mowing and tidying up with it. October is totally sane. I look back actually, and this time last year we were drilling some wheat at Rain Hill, and it was the best yielding wheat we had this year, randomly. Look at that rain. Absolutely bouncing down. Just got in and seen this. Looks like Tom Lamb is having better weather than we are.
If you're watching the video the other day that Ollie put on his channel, we were filling the seed stock back up, and now we want the barley back again. We're now going to empty it into the drill. So remember, no sweeping up with this. Wife's up there, she's just going to undo that. I don't know how I've done it up. Are you alright? She's alright. I think I've done it up too tight. No, you're alright. Go on, you pull it now. No, you just push that thing in. Fancy putting nails on like that. Oh. Yeah, good. Nearly empty. It holds quite a lot, doesn't it? That's empty.
Got in the shed. Just when I didn't think it could get any heavier, it did. Put that downspout. Absolutely bouncing down. Before I forget, there's a Farmers Union ball, so it's celebrating, well, you can see on this bit of a flyer that Rhonda sent me, it's in December, I think 7th of December. There's a QR code going to come up in a second as well. I'll be there, all of us will be there. It's going to be held up near Wardies in December, so it's celebrating it however many years of NFU, and obviously all young farmers past and present, we want to get going there, so it's for charity as well, so get involved and maybe see you there. I'll quickly do the birthdays. Lincoln Claydon is 3, happy birthday. Phil Hankins on there, happy birthday. Robert Goodwin's on there. Diane Lynch and Ben Bradley, happy birthday to everyone on there today on this wet day. It was actually dry this morning. Things were starting to look like they were drying up a little bit. But that's, don't know, that's reset us again for a few days. Don't know when I'll get the rest of that spud ground levelled out. And I certainly don't know when we'll sow it. Why do we do it? Anyway, that's all from today. Sorry I'm ill. Someone said don't apologise for your videos, but it's been awful today. I've just felt dreadful, so I don't blame it if you've not made it this far. Right, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.